What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds, where we're going to be doing something a little bit, it may be crazy. I'm not really sure how I feel about it yet. So as you can see, we've got, I know, the Chevy Caprice yet again, right? Yet again. We're about to send the Dodge Ram down to Weird Beard probably today and get that thing up for sale. But I think we're going to take the Chevy Caprice and head to Chicago. So from Oklahoma City to Chicago is, I think it's about 12 hours and between 750 and 800 miles. So you're talking a bare minimum of 1,500 miles, and that's at an absolute minimum. So before we decided to embark on this journey, I wanted to get as much done as possible. We called William from William Mobile Mechanic out here. You local Oklahoma City guys, please, guys and gals, if you watch these videos and you're local and you're looking for a good, reliable mechanic that's fairly priced, check out William Mobile Mechanic. You can just Google him. He's got a perfect 5-star rating on Google. And he came out here and he definitely did some work, him and Tim. Big shout out to Tim over there too, because Tim really wasn't feeling up to this today. But we got the drag link replaced. We got the idler arm replaced. We got the inner and outer tie rods replaced. We got the ball joints, upper and lower, replaced. There's your upper ball joint right there, and the lower one somewhere down here. It's somewhere down there. New tie rods, new everything, man. All I got to do is grease it up. I got the grease gun right there. A couple things I still have to do are the sway bar in links. I got the heavy duty ones to stiffen it up a little bit. And then I've got the sway bar bushings as well that I'm going to install. Now the suspension was really loose, but the ball joints were actually fine. He said there was absolutely nothing wrong with the ball joints at all. He said these ball joints were still like new, but I opted to go ahead and replace them anyway since everything was getting done. And at some point I will sell the car. We all know this. I'm not going to pretend that I'm not. And I want to make sure that when we go to put it up for sale, you know, I can tell somebody, hey, it's got an entirely new suspension under it. It's been completely rebuilt. So I'm going to jump under there, grease up all this stuff, and put the new sway bar in links on and the sway bar bushings, clean this mess up, and then, well, she's got to go get in alignment. I'm not going to lie, that took entirely too long. Unbelievable the amount of issues that got run into. So one thing I noticed is the wheels this wheel was all the way in that way, like not all the way, but a long way in that way, and the other wheel on that side was was facing this way. So the wheels were going to be like this. You know what I mean? Like that ain't good for these brand new tires. So I adjusted the tie rods till I got everything to look straight. You know, that's basically an eyeball alignment. I think it's going to be all right. The steering wheel is straight. The wheels are pretty much straight. We got to get this in tomorrow for an alignment, like immediately. We got the new sway bar links in. We got the sway bar bushings in. Let me tell you, the sway bar bushings were a bear. I mean a bear. But here you go. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's the new sway bar links. There's the new sway bar bushings. We got all the new hardware installed. We got everything greased up. It's and Tim's over here. He's been helping me. Tim, in case I haven't said it before, I really appreciate this man right here for all his help. TJ's Auto. I know he hasn't posted a video in a while.
I got nothing to post, really.
Yeah, he ain't got nothing to post right now. He's working on it. For those of you that are subscribed and been asking me where his videos are, he's working on it. All right. He can't make cars appear, and he wants to be real careful because he only got so much money that he can spend on this stuff. So yeah. I
can't take a risk on it being a dad.
No, we got to be real careful. So I appreciate him for helping out. Of course, William from Williams Mobile Mechanic, he came out here today, and I'll be honest with you guys, he did it dirt cheap, $350. And I know Firestone charges about $600 per ball joint. So you're looking at 6 times 4, 2 per side. That's $2,400. $2,400 just for ball joints. That doesn't, that's before taxes. That doesn't include the tie rods and the idler arm and the drag link and all of that. The sway bar links Tim and I did, and the sway bar bushings Tim and I did. But yeah, for $350, you couldn't find that deal anywhere. Like, it doesn't exist nowhere. So I want to give a big shout out to Williams Mobile Mechanic Service. I'll have Link in the description for you guys. Anybody local, Oklahoma City, check him out. I've told you before, and I'll say it again. I put my reputation on the line for that man. Let's turn this off here. The carpet is really faded, and I'm really debating, should we try to clean it, or should I just order a new carpet for this? That's hard to say. I guess we're going to have to get the car cleaned anyway, so we'll go ahead and get it cleaned. But now that we got all that together, as soon as we can get it done for an alignment tomorrow, I'll come back in this video. It'll be this way. We're doing the whole trip, everything in this video. So as soon as I can get this done and get on the road, we'll be back. Stay tuned. So the Caprice just got back from getting her alignment, and I'm happy to say the alignment took with no problems. Of course it took with no problems. We knew that, right? There wasn't going to be any issues with it. The car needs a little bit of cleaning, and I think oh, you guys are going to hate me. You guys are going to hate me. I think I'm about ready to send it, man. I mean, it still needs some cleaning and all that. Let's turn that radio off before we get in trouble. Listen to her. We got a perfectly straight steering wheel. There's always a little play in these old school cars that have gearboxes. So this is about the amount of play you got right here. It's really not bad. The main issue I had with this car, which is what caused me to do the entire front suspension on it, is it wandered. And I'm not going to close that door all the way. I'm learning my lesson on that. The front end would wander. You'd be going down the road and it'd kind of start tracking different directions. It would, when I got it up in the air and checked the front end, man, the whole front end was loose. Like, you could wobble the wheel. Ball joints were actually still good, and my mechanic recommended we just leave those alone and not change them. But I wanted to do the whole thing right. So it's got the new ball joints, upper and lower, both sides. It's got a new center link or drag link. It's got new inner and outer tie rods. It's got a new idler arm. The pitman arm did not require replacement because it's just a solid piece of metal. This is not one of the pitman arms that have a joint on it, that has a joint on it. It's literally from the gearbox to metal, and then it goes into the drag link, and the drag link is what has the joint on it, and that's why we replaced the drag link. So everything under here is new. Everything is greased up. This old girl, she's a solid runner, man. Definitely a little bit of body and paint work. It could use some, and it definitely could use some lowering springs, but you know what? We brought this thing back to life, and I am so torn right now because I absolutely love this car, man. I really do. But I've got this new toy sitting over there in the background, and sadly, man, I just don't see myself driving it. And I can't just let the old girl sit here when there are like 1,000 of you that emailed me and asked me if we would sell this car. I can't do that. I think that's unfair to the car, and I think that's unfair to one of you guys or gals out there that might actually purchase it and use it for what it was meant for, and that is to be a classic. I know it's not a classic. Some of you old school people, you're looking at this car, this is not a classic, but it's becoming a classic. It is. The Bubble Caprice, this is modern day classic cars right here. And it's becoming harder and harder to find these things in good condition. And this thing is in excellent mechanical condition now. I don't want to sell her. I don't want to sell her, but I'm sitting here looking at it, and it's just like, I can't let it sit here and just rot. I can't do that to the car. I can't do that to you guys, my subscribers. I know there's somebody out there that would get in this thing and actually drive it, you know, daily drive this beast, because that's what it should be used for, man. I still got to get that remote start and keyless entry and all that installed. We're not going to do that on the channel. That is, I'm leaving that for Best Buy. I'm going to let Best Buy do that for $240. They can handle all that. But man, what do you think? I got a lot of people asking what the price is on it, and it's gone up. You know, I started out thinking 25, but that ain't happening. You guys want to know how much I got into it? I'm going to guess. We'll do the numbers after it sells, but I'm going to guess I've probably got $4,500 to $5,000 in this car. I know it's ridiculous, right? Who spends that kind of money on a $375 Copart car? Well, I do, because it was good content. You guys really enjoyed it, and I absolutely had a ball. I had a blast putting this car together and sharing the experience with you guys, doing the mods that I wanted to do. This was a lot of fun, and I'm gonna look for more stuff that we can do stuff just like this too. And hopefully when I'm done with it, somebody from YouTube will end up buying it for themselves, get themselves a great car. And what do you think the price should be on it, man? I'm thinking if I could get $4 grand out of it, like it is, I think I would be happy. But I'm negotiable. I'm negotiable. I understand it's an old Caprice, and I understand you can go buy a good condition SS Impala for around 5 or 6 grand. I understand that. I'm no fool to the game here, okay? I know cars. But I really think with all the work that's been done, no matter what you buy, even if you buy an Impala SS, you're going to be hard-pressed to find one that's got brand new rims, brand new tires, brand new shocks, brand new ball joints, tie rods, center link, fresh window tint, new stereo system, remote keyless entry with remote start, two-way paging. Man, new plugs, new wires, new cap, new rotor bug, new air filter, new fuel filter, new PCV valve, fresh oil change, a rebuilt transmission. Let's not forget the transmission. Rebuilt transmission. All the fluids have been changed. Back flush the radiator, chipped with 160 degree or 165 degree thermostat. Man, we have just gone all out on this bad boy. And I think that's how we're going to end. Well, we're not going to end the series on this one. I'm just letting y'all know. You asked me to tell you when it was going up for sale. I think I'm ready to sell it. As long as I get a good offer on it, I'm gonna let this thing go to somebody who's actually gonna use it. And I'm telling you right now, this car will go anywhere. You ain't gotta worry about it. This car will go anywhere. In fact, I was about to drive it to Chicago before I got my new toy over there. And that was an impulse type of buy. And because I bought that, that's the only reason I'm thinking about letting this one go. So leave your comment below, man. And if you're interested in the car, you gotta send me an email, autoauctionrebuilds@gmail.com. You can also contact Mike Weirdbeard from Weirdbeard Auto Sales down in Blanchard, Oklahoma, because that's where this car is going. That's where you're gonna have to go to test drive it. That's where you're gonna have to go to buy it. We ain't selling nothing out of the house or on the street. You gotta go to the car lot to test drive it and buy it. So I'm gonna get out of here, guys, because I got some things to do on that new Camaro SS over there. But I did promise you guys I'd update you on this car, and I'm a man of my word. Yes, the AC is ice cold. Somebody's gonna get a good car here. They realize this car is gonna last a long time. By the way, transmission's still under warranty. It's got a 1-year unlimited mileage warranty, but of course that doesn't do you any good unless you're in the Oklahoma City area, because that's where the transmission rebuild guy is. So with that, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you enjoyed the video, ladies and gentlemen. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Like I said, if you're interested, hit me up, autoauctionrebuilds@gmail.com, or contact Weirdbeard Mike down at Weirdbeard Auto Sales in Blanchard, Oklahoma. He's the guy you're gonna have to talk to. Follow me on Instagram if you don't follow me already, please. It's Auto Auction Rebuilds. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button so you are notified of future videos, and click that bell icon. That way you get notified of each one. I certainly appreciate it. Stay safe out there, everybody. We will catch you all very soon in the next one.